today's video, I am participating in the Look for Less challenge hosted by Yami from Latina Next Door. Her co-host this month is Ashley Lauren. I will have both of their channels and the playlist linked in the description box below. This is the project that I will be working on today. I have been admiring these succulent wall art projects for a really long time, but they are very expensive. I looked in multiple different places online and they ranged anywhere from $35 for a very small one up to, in this case, $255 for this larger one. Now my project will be about half the size of the smaller one, so I'm going to consider it $100, and that's what I will be trying to recreate for less than $100.
So for this project you're going to need some sort of a wooden box of yours choosing, whatever you want. And what I'm using is this box. This box I got when Scott and I went to England several years ago when we were newly married. We went with our church to help out some other fellow churches in England on a missions trip, and this had chocolate in it, and I liked it because of all of the landmarks of London were on the cover. I'm not going to be using the cover of the box for this project because I don't want to mess this up, so I'm going to set that aside, but I am going to use the bottom part of this box, and like I said, it had chocolates in it. I've been hanging on to this box all these years, and I finally found a really good use for it. So like I said, you're going to need a box of whatever size and shape you want or have on hand. You're going to need some floral foam. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to use. And then you're going to need some floral moss. I also picked this up at Dollar Tree. You're going to need a hot glue gun and some glue sticks, and then you're going to need some succulents. I ended up getting these succulents at Amazon, through Amazon. They wound up being cheaper than if I were to get them at the Dollar Tree. They figured out to be being 88 cents a piece, buying them in bulk, whereas of course at the Dollar Tree they're $1 a piece. And I needed quite a few for this project. And also my Dollar Tree has not been carrying succulents for whatever reason. So that's why I went ahead and just picked those up through Amazon. So let's go ahead and get started on this project.
The first thing you're going to need to do is fashion some sort of a hanger on the back. And I just chose to go the easy route, and I am hot gluing a pop tab to the center of the back of the box. I just eyeballed it, and you use a lot of hot glue, and I just glue it on. I found these to be pretty good hangers for small projects like this. And then I'm just going to cut the floral foam into 3 pieces to fit inside of the box. And then after figuring out how I wanted to arrange the succulents, I went ahead and just stuck them into the floral foam and then added a little bit of hot glue just to secure them in place. then I used the floral moss to fill in all of the blank spaces. I could have spent probably twice as much money on succulents and had it completely just filled with succulents, but I did want to keep this, you know, on the lower price range. And the nice thing about this floral foam is that later on, if I want to add more succulents, I can very easily just stick them in. And I like the way the floral moss, really it added a lot of dimension and, you know, interest to the piece, I think. And yes, no matter how careful I was, I still ended up burning my finger on that hot glue gun. It was a bad burn this time too. The lavender oil didn't really help that much with this burn. It was pretty bad, and I got a good old blister out of it. This is how my final project turned out. I really like the way that it looks. And here it is hanging in my bathroom on the one narrow wall I have in my bathroom. And here is a side-by-side comparison between theirs and mine. I really don't think they look that much different. And here's the price breakdown. I went with $100 for theirs, and mine, my succulents, were $15. The floral foam was $1, and the floral moss was $1. Everything else I already had, so I spent $17, and the total savings was $83. So there is my succulents wall hanging. I have been admiring these wall hangings on different websites for a long time, and they are so expensive, and I was so glad I was finally able to make one for my bathroom. It was super easy to make, and I had a great time making it, despite burning my finger on the hot glue gun, which I seem to always do these days. I don't know what the deal is. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and a special thank you to Yami for hosting this challenge once again, and for her February co-host, Ashley. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.